Hey guys, it's your boy Sushi here with another Arknights Endfield video. So you guys really liked the daily things you needed to do for Arknights Endfield. So I'm doing another one similar to that, but this is about how to spend your energy, okay? Because I remember in the beginning, even now sometimes I'm like, what do I spend my energy on, because the stamina or the sanity, as it's called in this game, is quite abundant. I think we get quite a lot of these, okay? We just need to figure out exactly what we need to use energy on, okay? So without further ado, let's get started. So if you're a brand new player, and when I say brand new player, I would say your exploration level is between like 1 and 2, maybe even 3. Okay, the most important thing I think you should spend your energy on when you're in the early stages of the game is definitely two things. One, the promotions here. So these proto discs, okay, you can access them pretty early. They're very close to the first base that you make, right? Because these are used to promote the characters from level 20 to 40, 40 to 60, and so on. In the beginning, they don't give that many of these, right? But they give a lot of, for example, they give a lot of operator exp to level up your characters 1 through 20 and so on. I don't even think you ever need to farm these, but yeah, you need these proto discs to ascend your characters, right? The terminology in each game is a little different. But then I think the second thing you need are definitely the skill up materials. So this is specifically for leveling up your character's skills, like over here. So in order to access their skills, you go to ability matrix here. But as you guys can see, my my levitate is pretty max, but you need these blue box things. I don't, they're called proto something, but yeah, you need those to level up the skills up early. Okay, so once again, if you are in the early game, meaning like exploration level 1 and 2, you should most likely be spending your energy on these, the skill ups, as well as the ascension materials for characters. Okay, these two, this one and this one. When you get to the mid game, you still don't really need a lot of operator exp like this one to level up your characters, unless you're just spending a lot of these resources on multiple different characters, right? I suggest that if you're a newer player, you pick a team and go with it. So at this point in the game, when I was like exploration level 3 or 4, I was using a lot of MC, okay, the main character, because I didn't have Levitain yet, right? So I was just leveling up MC specifically, as you can see here in my characters. MC, I stopped MC at level 60. This was also around the time I got Levitain as well from playing the story and stuff like that. So the best thing to do is really just to level up your damage dealers. Okay, so focus on MC. I was also using Chen quite a lot, so she's level 50. But more or less, guys, the character exp, you don't really need it. The game gives you quite a lot of it just from doing the story, running around, doing all that stuff, at least until exploration maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6, right? If you already have, maybe like for example, if you already pulled Levitain early and you didn't need to play MC, you didn't have to put resources into MC, and you already played Levitain, and you have one character that you're just leveling up, mainly your DPS, then you might not need as many of the XP resources as I did, right? Because I switched over my DPSs. Also, regarding weapon mats, right? We're talking about characters and weapon mats. These things and the tuning. So these are for leveling up each weapon, and this is for upgrading or ascending the weapon, okay? You don't really need many of these either, right? If you're focusing on 1, maybe 2 characters to give the majority of your materials to, whether it's MC or Last Right or Levitain, some DPS, then you probably shouldn't run out of these either, right? I honestly, even at this point, I finished the story, Levitain's level 80. I haven't needed to farm any of this. So only when you need to at the end, like I'm trying to level up my other characters as well. Maybe I might need some weapon EXP for the secondary characters. But as of right now, where I'm at in the game, I've never farmed this ever, okay? Right now, I'm mainly farming these for my secondary characters. So for my support characters for Levitain, you see she's 80 out of 80. He is 40 out of 60, 55 out of 60, and 60 out of 60. So I'm working on leveling these up to 60 now. And then after that, I might maybe make the healer Maybe make Ardelia. I got her P2, by the way. Jesus Christ. But I might make her level 80. And then I might focus on Levitane, making her level 90. Okay? Like, this level 90 material is the next step for me. Okay? So, at my point in the game, the next thing you should probably farm is some of this. But these, you only really get from doing certain things. Like, the really hard stuff. You get some of those from there. But they cost quite a lot of energy to get. For example, like this one, Triagulos here. How much does it cost energy-wise? Does it tell you? It doesn't tell you. It tells you in the other menu. Let me check. Because I'm pretty sure I saw it somewhere. But the point is, those take a lot of energy. So I would recommend you guys... Yes, here, these. These deep dives, these crisis drills. You need these for certain characters. And they differ between different characters. So just check whichever ones you need. But for these, they cost a lot. Look at that. 80. Okay, you need 80 sanity. And I think they give you, I think 3, if I'm not mistaken. I think they give you 3 to 5 every time you complete the run. But look how many of those I need to level up my Levitane. Bruh, I need 20 of these, dude. That is quite a lot of energy or sanity to use. So I recommend doing the same thing that I'm doing. You get your DPS to level 80, then you start leveling up all the other characters to about 60, and maybe if you want your sub DPS, you can make them 80 as well, and then definitely prioritize the level 90 characters last. Okay, like the level 90 DPSs, definitely do those last, because you don't they just require too many resources. You're much better off getting your other characters slightly up to speed. Okay. So just to quickly summarize what you should do with your energy in the early game, right? You only need to do promotion and skill mats, okay, to ascend your characters as well as get their skill ups. And then when you need to, like I am, when you need to and you run out of character EXP and weapon EXP stuff, that's when you start farming those to get those. Then once you get all your characters up to speed, then you can start going for level 90 or even the really hard RNG part of this game, right? You guys know there's very little RNG when it comes to gear in this game, but the only one for RNG are something called the essences, okay? These essences are specifically for the weapon. They're like a little attachment to the weapon, right? Just to give the weapon a little bit more of a boost, but this is definitely very RNG heavy. Okay, guys, I don't know how I got this one, but I got it. But I'll show you where that is. This should be the last thing, right? The RNG, all that extra stuff is always last. You want to make sure you can get actual consistent improvement in your damage and your support and stuff like that. And that is in the energy aluminium. So pretty much you guys see all of these things, right? These are very specific for your weapons and they're all random stats, right? The one on my Levitane, I have intellect and attack. The other gold one that I have is attack only, right? You see how there's a difference here. This has strength and agility, but we know Levitane needs intellect, so I'm using this one on her. So this is a lot of RNG. This is, like I said, going to be the last thing you should spend your sanity or your energy on. Another thing I wanted to mention is that you guys probably noticed that you can buy some of the materials in the stock redistribution shop. I don't think I can... Okay, here. These are all the sold out ones, right? So you obviously want to prioritize buying all the summons and then the 99% off stuff. So I bought all the 90% and all the 99% stuff out. As you guys can see, I even bought a bunch of all of the character EXP stuff. But honestly, it's pretty negligible. The material you get for the character EXP is negligible. So that's what I'm spending most of my energy on right now, to get more character EXP to level up my secondary characters. It's also really expensive. Look at this. 200k for 5 of the gold ones. But that doesn't even level up your characters that much, okay, guys? So just buy the ones with sale 99 and 90% off. Save these for later when we don't need the stock bills as much as we need right now, while we're still building the bases and trying to make as much money as possible. But yeah. Another quick note that I would like to mention for you guys is that, take a look at this. When you click your sanity, you're going to have these items that they give you from doing the story and events and whatever. Notice that these have expiration dates. Okay, so make sure you guys use all of the free energy that they're giving you before these expiration dates end. Okay, definitely, because if they run out, they run out, right? This is the best way, the fastest way to just catch up or level up your characters ASAP. Okay, do not forget to use these. I'm gonna use them today on stream before I forget. At least these 4-day ones. You know, I probably might just use all of them, honestly. And yeah, I think that's it. And if you guys liked this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, before we go, I would just like to thank you guys for watching till the end of the video. This is my first Arknights video, and I'm not sure if I'll make more content, but I really want to, okay? I genuinely love this game so much. So yeah, if you guys really like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Your thoughts down below. I'm also going to give away a monthly pass for Valentine's Day. Just for Valentine's Day, you know, if I can hit 1,750 subscribers by Valentine's Day, I will double that and give away 2 monthly passes. We just gave away some monthly passes for the release of Arknights, so the winners are very excited to get those monthly passes for any gacha game that you guys want. Okay, it doesn't have to be Arknights, does not have to be Wuthering Waves, any gacha game you want. And yeah, if I don't see you guys on stream, because I stream every single night, then I will just see you guys in the next video. Bye.